take this opportunity to thank y'all for listening to me. I am here because at one time I was the water treatment plant supervisor. So I have lots of questions, and citizens from each one of y'all's districts get me every week. Somewhere out in the public asking me questions about stuff they don't understand, about these violation letters and stuff. So I'm here to talk a little bit what the citizens of Covington are worried about with this. Now, we've been getting letters of violation about improperly staffed. I know you're working on it. Class 1 operators are not easy to find. They are not easy to find. And if you get one here, you go pay them to come here. But once you got that license, you go wherever you want to and work. So, the citizens are coming to me basically with this second letter I'm sure all of y'all got. But it's got the second violation in it about the Pocahontas Reservoir. Pocahontas Reservoir is the main reservoir in this town. So Pocahontas Reservoir gets contaminated, all the rest of them are going to get contaminated along with that. So our reservoirs are very important to us and everything. So I would like to welcome you two new ladies to the council, and it's wonderful.
Thank you.
And the mayor and vice mayor, wonderful, thank you.
Thank you.
So I'd like to say, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Vice Mayor, Mr. City Manager, Mr. Dressler, thank y'all for your help and everything, things that you're working on and stuff. So, with the water situation the way it is, the violations seem small to us, but to the citizens of Covington who know nothing about this, they're hammering me every day. Can we get sick from this? Are we going to get hurt from this? Is this safe to even use? Do I need to go get bottled water at my house? All very good questions, because there are citizens. Will you agree with that?
Yep.
So, they want answers about these things. So when they come to me, they knew I was a water treatment plant operator for 37 years. They know I know a little bit about this. So they asked me, what should we do about this? Just hold up. And I've tried to calm the waves the best I can calm the waves. As long as we don't get a sampling violation, I tell everybody you're okay. If we see a sampling violation, that's when we got to worry about contamination and things like that. So right now I tell all the citizens that hit me every day, we're safe right now. We don't have any bacteriological sample violations. When I worked at the water plant for 37 years, there was a total of about 4. That's it in 37 years. Now we're seeing violations every water bill. So it's concerning to the citizens and stuff. So that's why I'm here today, is that maybe somehow we can clarify to them a little bit better. Pocahontas Reservoir is taken care of now. I know y'all two do. Everybody else know where Pocahontas Reservoir is? You seen that big round dome up there? That's an aluminum top. And somehow kids keep busting holes in it. Walk around it and look at the thing right out Greenbrier Street. You can see the back of it. Look at the holes in the top of that tank where they're throwing rocks and stuff and busting pieces of aluminum on that tank. City's got to go fix it. That's a big hole right there. Pollution gets down in that hole. When I first started working for the city, there was no dome on that tank. It was wide open. There was a green top tarp on top of it. And it had about that much funk on top of that. Green algae, beer bottles, beer cans when I first got here. And that would go up and down with the level of the tank. Well, a couple operators made a mistake one night, and they blew that top off into the middle of Pocahontas Reservoir for it to Pocahontas Avenue. Then came to Dome Top after that. So Dome Top's been there 30 years, 25, 30 years. But vandals, how is that vandals? Can you put cameras up there to catch somebody? I don't know. You'd have to put cameras everywhere. You got tanks everywhere. They vandalize them too. It's a safety issue. If one of them holes right there, somebody would drop some poison down in that hole. That's out to the public before anybody knows. So it's a safety thing about these reservoirs and these tanks. And the citizens are concerned now about these things. Nobody wants to drink water that's polluted and stuff. So that's kind of why I'm here this evening and stuff. It's just to kind of help you guys be aware of what the citizens are thinking about this. Because they're in each one of y'all's districts. And they're the ones that's coming to me. So hopefully we can calm some feelings and some people's nerves about what's going on with this violation. Because I know they're not going to leave me alone. Promise you that. They're not going to leave me alone. And one thing I've always said as a water treatment operator, I work for the citizens. That's who I work for. It's their product that they're buying. It's their product that they're putting in their body. Everybody up here uses water, don't you? Yeah. You use wastewater, you flush your commodes. Yeah. So these are all very important things that the citizens don't know anything about. But when they get these letters, it makes them really concerned. So I'm really surprised that don't have more citizens here tonight about this, because they're hammering me every day. So I don't want to give away any secrets or anything. I try to keep them calm as best I can keep them calm. Some of them real hard to convince that this is still safe. It's still okay right now. So I don't know, maybe y'all could make a statement that everything's safe. Trust us, get them to feel it a little bit more safe with their product. Because these violations are just scaring them all to pieces.
So if I could help you out, and thank you for your 37 years. We
sure.
Appreciate that.
And I love work for you.
And when Mrs. Jones, so to speak, asked you about it, we appreciate you helping out, and please encourage Ms. Jones to give Becky and I a call, and we'll help her out. You're correct about the certified ones. We right now have 2 out there, but we're still working to get even a third. Mm-hmm. As you well know, we could correct that by reducing the amount of water we produce, but we don't want to do that. And with the population we have, we could very easily petition to do that, but we're not going to do that. So we do have 2 certified ones out there, but we're working towards the third one. The Pocahontas Reservoir, the violation that occurred there was actually, we had already completed the work on the reservoir that was requested from VDH, Virginia Department of Health, and ODW, Office of Drinking Water.
Correct.
Right. So we had already completed the work on Pocahontas. The failure was to get that report turned in on a timely basis, and we failed. We did. We failed that. It was, and in defense of, we've got some brand new people that are working for us in very important departments. So we assumed that, no problem.
Well, also, to you too, also,
yeah.
Pocahontas Reservoir, when I was still the chief operator and your predecessor was sitting there, we went through the same thing with the VDH. We screened that whole tank. We patched holes. Screen don't last forever.
Yeah.
People still bust holes in that thing. So it's a constant thing.
So,
and there's screens on every time.
So the one thing that we've done now, and again, working with you, having the pleasure to do that, and listening to things that you brought to the table, as well as some of your predecessors and other positions I've held through time. We have worked through the city with our Department of Finance, and we put out a bid. We now have a contractor beginning July the 1st, 5 tanks, right? Is that what we got? 5 water tanks? 6? Okay.
Everybody forget about acres.
Correct. So 6 water tanks. So the 6 water tanks, each year, one or another will be on schedule for complete inspection. Each year.
And cleaning, hopefully,
The whole 10 yard.
disinfecting and
For
everything.
the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's agreed, next 10 years. So,
The 38 rule on that is every 5 years.
Correct.
Each tank.
correct. And we're on top of it. But
Because it ain't been done in a while.
in reference to the letters, and as we all know, there was an issue in Michigan, unfortunately, a few years ago, and that raised eyebrows.
Yeah.
And we just
They
had,
went to jail over that.
yeah, and we just had a mishap down at the state capitol not too long ago. So,
And that was due to a tower.
so the Office of Drinking Water and Virginia Department of Health, a lot of these letters are just protocol to let our citizens know.
Absolutely.
So, but we're on top of it, and we are, as I complimented in our meeting some time back, and you were part of getting recognized for great water. We had the same recognition coming to us, we failed, we lacked that other certified one. The water you're drinking was perfect.
That was our motto in the old days at the water treatment plant when I first started. We want to produce the best product for our citizens that we can do, because it's clean your body and stuff. Who wants to put bad stuff? And trust me, I've seen some stuff in this town.
But we're
I ain't letting my
on top of
dog drink that.
it, and I appreciate you being, and we are, we're on top of it.
And I know y'all got a hard job. Thank you for doing your job and stuff. That's a good job right there. I tell you, he's one of the best city managers I've worked for.
Thank you, Tim.
And I worked for a bunch of them.
37
Thank
years.
you.
I'd like to think that the citizens of Covington would feel secure knowing that we wouldn't put a product out there for them to consume that would hurt them in
They're
any way.
scared. They haven't got these violation letters before.
Right.
This is something new to the citizens to see this every month, just about. And it's scary. Like I said, there wasn't 4 violations in 37 years. So now they're seeing these violations on their water bills every month. Pardon me for saying water bill. I absolutely hate water bill. It's a utility bill.
Correct.
Because there's 3 utilities on that. It's not just water. So I hate it being called a water bill. It's a utility bill. That's just what they're talking about and stuff. So, thank y'all for listening.
Thank you, Dan.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Mr. Green.